Today, Rockies' #1 pick from last season, Johnny Shafer, makes his Double-A debut. And we see if the Rockies can hold on to first place in the NL West after a great first 20 games to the season. And a big part of this success has been because of the play of Luis Severino, the big signing from the offseason, the team's new ace. And he certainly pitched like it, with 2 quality starts in his 4 appearances to this point, a K rate above 10 per 9 innings, and just overall, he has brought that ace-level play to this starting rotation. I saw feedback that you wanted to see more of Luis Severino, so that's how we are starting today's episode. Start number 5 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Severino 3-0 on the season going into this one, opening the day against Tim LeCastro, and there is a fastball right down the middle. Count runs the 2-2, and there's a 2-seamer on the outside corner. Don't really throw the 2-seamer a ton with him. A lot of 4-seam fastballs like this one here. Hit to Javi at short, and his throw pulls France off the bag, so that goes in the books as an E6. Carlos Correa up next, 355 average. Perfect pitch there on the inside corner. And then Whit Merrifield taking off for second base, and he's thrown out by Dom Nunez. Dom has played really well to start this season, both defensively and, of course, with some timely hitting. He has a lot of runs batted in this season. So that brings us back to Carlos Correa with nobody aboard, and this ends up being a 3-up, 3-down first inning. To the second here, Ketel Marte. He re-signed with the Diamondbacks during free agency this year. 2-2 fastball, top of the zone, and that gets strike 3 looking. Second strikeout to begin the day. And then Ryder Jones here with a sharp single into right field. That will bring up Josh Rojas. The 1-1 in the dirt. It gets away from Dom, and Jones trying to take second. He does so successfully. RBI chance now for Josh Rojas, who's out in front of this fastball, and it lands in shallow right. Throw coming in, offline, and Jones scores. Kind of a frustrating run to give up here. That ball not hit particularly well. And what we've seen from these outfielders so far has shown that there might not be a good outfield arm on this team. To the third inning, where Carson Kelly looks at strike 3. That time Severino goes to the slider. Tim LeCastro next, and he waves at the changeup. Severino trying to strike him out, and he misses up top, and then low. Really good take. Really didn't want to walk LeCastro with how well he can steal bases, but with Merrifield, this one just past second base, and LeCastro hits the gas and goes all the way to third. Another one that's not hit all that well, but another scoring chance for Arizona. Carlos Correa out in front. This one is going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and Severino keeps another run from scoring. Meanwhile, the Rockies not giving their ace any run support as Severino falls behind Christian Walker. If he's had one weakness this year, it's been giving up walks. 4.8 per 9 innings coming into this game. 2 on, nobody down, and Jones hits the first base bag, almost gets by Ty France, but he is out. Thought we had a double play ball here, but check this out. It one hops all the way to the bag and then bounces back, and he almost gets by Ty France. Tries to leap around him. Ty goes for the tag as 2 runners move into scoring position. 1 down, Josh Rojas. That one's fouled back. Severino ahead in the count, so you know he's going for that strikeout and doesn't get the call on the corner. No chase on the slider, and 2-2, soft ground ball up the middle. 1 run comes around, they wave home the second, and the Rockies go down 3-0. They weren't hitting the ball sharp, but they hit it in just the right spots. Bottom 5, Severino bouncing back to strike out LeCastro with Merrifield. That one line to right. And this time it's actually at a fielder. Carlos Correa up after that, and he gets jammed, working this count full. And Correa's out in front. Nice recovery in the 5th. That is it for Severino in this one. I felt like it was a pretty good start, and he got extremely unlucky on a lot of those hits. But the Rockies couldn't get any offense going for him, so we can't win if we don't score. 9th inning, time running out, and the Rockies just continue to go down in order. It's all up to Ryan McMahon, who strikes out to end the game, and again, the Rockies offense ice cold. We had that stretch of scoring 1 run in games last episode. Well, here it's a shutout against Arizona, getting them their 8th win of the season. Solid start there for Corbin Martin, as Severino does have to take his first loss of the season. After that, we wrap up the month of April, not playing our strongest, and then we get shut out again in the finale against Arizona. We then score 3 runs combined in a short 2-game set against San Diego, and get shut out twice in a row against the Dodgers. What's going on? For like a week here, we're averaging less than a run per game. 2 hits? I spent the offseason trying to add stability to this lineup so we could at least have a decent floor as an offense, and we've already gone from first place to last after 1 bad week. 2-8 in our last 10 games. We are not hitting for good average. We're not even showing off power to offset the inefficiency, and we're 28th in on base. And the 2 players who lead us in on base that are everyday starters were free agent additions. So those players are mostly doing what we expected. Not so much from Trey Turner yet, but Ty France and Brandon Nimmo have been reliable. Down at AAA, I don't think you're going to find a lot that we could do. Maybe calling up Brendan Rodgers to take over the role for Garrett Hampson, who has not been playing well. We will make some pitching moves here. I wanted to send down Chichi Gonzalez, and Derek Rodriguez has also taken a big step back this year, so they're both going down to AAA. We're going to bring up Ryan Castellani again, and then Austin Gomber, who will give us an extra lefty in the bullpen who can eat up a lot of innings. I have high expectations still for Gomber, but as a whole, the bullpen is taking a bit of a step back. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Scott Oberg not playing great. Michael Givens and Alex Colomé have been pretty solid. Taylor Rogers, I think he's been pretty good, maybe a little lucky, and his luck ran out in his most recent appearance where he gave up a walk-off home run to Fernando Tatis Jr. for his first blown save of the season. We have a lot of work to do with the big league club right now, but I want to take a break for a minute as we have the Hartford Yard Goats opening their season here in year 3. I know everybody wants to see the #1 overall pick, Johnny Shafer. We got a very special catcher prospect in the draft last season, and he comes in as a 74 overall player, and his hitting ratings are already in a good spot to be at least an average hitting catcher. Obviously, I want him to be developing this year. Strikes out here, unfortunately, in his first at-bat. Maybe trying to do a bit too much. But I think that after a little bit of time and with some development, Shafer's going to be a very good hitter. I expect him to hit for good average. He has 44 contact versus righties, but 67 versus lefties. 47 power then versus righties, and 54 power versus lefties. So he's not quite the hitter that David Geronimo was during his first minor league season, but he's a more complete player because he already has some decent fielding ratings at catcher, which I also want to develop. So there is no rush to get him up to the big league level. That first game didn't go too well, so we get into the second one, and here is Johnny Shafer with a base hit to center. I do like that 70 plate vision a lot, so it's a little bit easier to make contact with him. And then in the third inning, 3-0, green light, and that's hit down the line and right. Slicing toward the line, but a fair ball, and Shafer on his way to second. That is a double. Doesn't get the RBI this time, but Hartford takes a 2-0 lead. We go into the 7th, and he connects against the hanging curveball. Deep left field, this one's off the wall. Shafer again to second. His second double, and this one does bring home a run for Hartford. This game here really shows the potential of Johnny Shafer as a difference maker on offense, and that's why I targeted him in the draft. There are plenty of teams that don't really have great offense from their catcher, but I felt like drafting Johnny Shafer can give us a bit of an edge as a team that doesn't have the highest budget and probably wouldn't be going after a free agent catcher at any point, so why not get some offense from that spot and draft one of the best prospects. Johnny Shafer has a 4-hit day in his second game as Hartford wins easily 5-0. We will check on Johnny Shafer throughout the season, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has a similar trajectory to David Geronimo, where he's playing AAA after a couple of months and maybe is on the 40-man roster for spring training next year. So after those 2 shutouts against the Dodgers, we start to turn things around a little bit, winning 3 of 4, and then going on the road for more games against LA. That lineup page, though, shows all those snowflake icons. We are still a cold offense trying to get things on track. The Dodgers aren't the easiest team to do that against. We're up against Dustin May here in the rain. There was no lightning delay like Monday Night Football in the Dome. So we're underway, and Brandon Nimmo hits a sharp single into center. He has been everything we hoped for this season. Ty France, a couple batters later with a 2-0 count. He's going to go 4-6-3, and Dustin May puts a 0 on the board. We have Yonny Chirinos taking the mound in this one, and so far his play has been a step back from last year where he was very, very effective. Mookie Betts, first at bat, 2-0 from Chirinos. He misses outside, and 3-0. Betts with the green light, and he gets this one through the infield into center. Chirinos falls behind the next batter, and Betts takes off 2-0. Dom Nunez to second base, and again he throws out a potential base stealer, and I'm surprised he got Betts here. This was a one-hop throw, but you just don't test Dom this year. Chirinos with another miss. That one, his first walk of the day, and then Corey Seager gets a pitch to hit, and he hits it into left field. Third base runner of the inning. I don't know how you take that pitch right there. That's impossible. Cody Bellinger 3-1. It's ripped into right. Here comes Nimmo throwing home, and it's up the line, and again, the run scores easily. Will Smith with 2 aboard. Chirinos gets ahead and strikes him out looking. There's the splitter on the outside. 2-1 to Max Muncy. Again, a good splitter. Count goes even, and that is strike 3. Good recovery by Chirinos. LA gets 1. Top of the second. That is low, and Javi Baez gets ahead in the count. That one misses low, and it is a walk. Got to lay off some of those low pitches. Ryan McMahon up next. He smokes it over to short, and Seager is there to snag it. And that brings up David Geronimo, who hasn't done a ton since that opening day homer. But we need someone to give this offense a jolt of energy. We're going to take that one as well. Second walk of the inning for Colorado. Brings up Dom Nunez, who tries to jump on that hanging curveball and can't do much with it, unfortunately. 2 away. Up to Garrett Hampson, coming in, hitting 204, and he gets one right down the middle. May gives him a curveball right over the middle. He's just fouling those off before looking at strike 3. Frustration continuing here for Colorado. Chirinos in the second inning. Edwin Rios is going to beat the shift, and this one's rolling a long way. Geronimo gets to it near the Dodgers bullpen. It's an easy double. Wanted to test Geronimo's arm there. And this one's lifted to left center. It's hit deep, and it's caught by Trey Turner. Rios moves up to third base. One down for Dustin May. And he's looking to help his own cause here. High fly left field. So here's Geronimo's arm. This is a pretty deep fly ball. But he's not going to change anything for this defense either. It's all about the offense with him. 2-0 Dodgers, and Brandon Nimmo with his second base hit of the day. Trey Turner waiting to see more from him. Line drive, right field. Nice swing there. 2 aboard for Ty France, and he hits it over to third base. And for the second straight at-bat, he has grounded into an inning-ending double play. Scoring in general continues to be an issue. Here's Baez with a drive to left center. It'll get to the wall, and Baez is in with a leadoff double. First extra base hit of this game for Colorado. McMahon trying to move him over. He's out in front here, and this is going to land, but couldn't really tell. So Baez stays at second. 2 on for David Geronimo. He grounds this over to first sharply. And the Dodgers get their third double play in 4 innings. Baez still at third base. Nunez trying to get another RBI. Dom takes that one inside. Even Dom came into this game pretty cold and almost had a nice RBI double. 2-2. Nunez chases it low, and May gets out of the inning, again preserving the shutout. We go bottom 4. Chirinos facing Edwin Rios, who grounds it right up the middle. The shift takes those hits away. And then it's Brent Rooker with a routine play over to first. So Chirinos getting some solid outs here, keeping it a low-scoring game. Like, we got to get some runs. Brandon Nimmo's hitting .352 with 4 homers already. And Nimmo with the drive. This one out to right. Back goes Betts to make the catch. Thought that might actually go over his head. Bottom 5, Mookie Betts 2-0. 3-0 just like the first inning. Betts lets this one go high. It is a 4-pitch walk. Chirinos wants to complete one more inning. I don't know how you don't swing at that. But then Chirinos throws one right over the middle. And Turner over in the gap gets under it. And that is going to do it for Yonny Chirinos in this one. Just felt like with his stamina and the middle of this order coming up, I wanted to try and keep this a 2-0 lead at all costs. Again, these sliders just below the knees aren't getting any swings. That one's got to get the call, man. Come on. They don't chase low. 3-1. Missing. Seager walks. This is the most disciplined hitting team I've ever seen. This one doesn't get the call. His facial expression says it all there. This strike zone is about 8 inches above where it should be. And that's another walk, and they're loaded now. It's Will Smith. They're juiced. And Smith into right. Over is Nimmo to make the catch. He'll throw it home with the runner tagging. And it's too late. Betts makes it 3-0. And then we get the rain delay. Was waiting on that pretty much all game. So Michael Givens ends up coming into the game after a 1-hour delay. And he strikes out Max Muncy to keep this a 3-0 game. But it doesn't matter what the Dodgers score if we just keep having that big 0 on the scoreboard all day. So they kept in Dustin May. I was surprised about that. Turner can't do anything with those meatballs. And then on a good sinker low over to short, good play by Corey Seager. Javi Baez, 2 down, 2 strikes, and he goes down looking. Why do they get the low strike at the knees and we don't? Bottom 6. Givens walks Rios. We walked a lot of batters in this game. And then up the middle, it's going to sneak through for a base hit. Can you imagine the frustration in this game? Just want a couple things to go our way. There's a line out. Mookie Betts 2-1. Smoke to center. Do they test the arm of Turner? You bet. And Turner's throw, not in time, not accurate. 4-0 Dodgers. And then, nice play here by Givens. And he's going to start a double play that limits the damage. Dustin May exits in the 7th. Kenley Jansen first out of the bullpen for LA. Sharp single hit by David Geronimo. Trying to get a late rally going like that previous episode that was a lot of fun. And Hampson out in front. This one's hit pretty hard, but it is foul. The 1-1 again fouled off. He's got some pitches to hit in this game. And then he waves at the slider. Out number 2. Actually, that ended the inning. We go to the 8th. Brusdar Graterol in the game. Nimmo, line drive, left center. 3 hits on the day. Even the out was hit impressively. Trey Turner up next. Looks at that slider on the outside. Graterol challenges with that triple-digit sinker. And then the knee-buckling slider for strike 3. 2 down for Ty France, and all he's doing is grounding this right at people today, so he ends up out again. We go bottom 8, and Mookie Betts at the plate. See, that low strike isn't a strike today for us. Betts grounds this one to short. Nice 6-4-3 double play. I really felt like the pitching and defense gave us a winning effort today. So Corey Knebel comes into the game, 4-0 Dodgers. Javi Baez leads the way and grounds this one over to second. Nice play. After him, it's Ryan McMahon, and he's cooled off a bit, hitting 248. And then David Geronimo. It's all up to the rookie, and he hooks this one over third base and into the corner. What was that, our second extra base hit of the day? Maybe our third? Weren't many. Dom Nunez after him, and he grounds this one to the right side, and the Rockies put up the donut once again. Shut out by the Dodgers, and Dustin May gets the dub. Pretty tough stretch here, and it's consistent between simulated games and the played games. This offense is ice cold. Most players are hitting below expectation right now. We're not hitting for power. We have very few high averages. It's a lot of the same problems that we saw a year ago, and I thought we had taken some strides towards fixing those problems, but they're not fixed right now, that's for sure. So I am still trying to figure out how to get this offense on track. And if you have any ideas, you can let me know down in the comments section. We got shut out in the next game, simming through that LA series. Would like to avoid the Dodgers for a little bit. Do you think about firing the manager here? I mean, I don't know what else to do. We have a brand new hitting coach, Donnie Cervala, so I'm not going to blame him. Louis Leonard, though, has been here the last 2 years, and the hitting has struggled. Here are your home run leaders, Ryan McMahon at 8, Trey Turner, and then Brandon Nimmo. The lineup doesn't feel as deep now as it did on opening day. We're going to have to make some moves. I think sending down Garrett Hampson is the first one. Bring up Brendan Rodgers, see if he's made any improvements to his game. I think you have to keep playing David Geronimo. Had a nice 2-hit game in this one today. Maybe that takes away some playing time from Raimel Tapia, but he's been hitting around 200. Not going to make a lot of changes here with the pitching, and I kind of expected there to be some regression because I just didn't think that last year's play was fully sustainable, but I thought we'd offset it with better offense, and we haven't shown that to this point. So the search for acceptable offensive play continues with the Rockies. I just want some nice 4 to 5 run games. I think we have the pitching to win without scoring a ton, but we have a very boom or bust offense, and it's been all bust lately. Leave your thoughts down below on what you think can help fix the Rockies offense, and I'll have more of this series coming your way soon. Thank you all for watching today's episode. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this baseball content. And I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.